Welcome to the Get Your Mind Right podcast. Every day, I want to be the first voice inside of your head, the first voice that motivates you to move. I put out these powerful segments every single day because I know the truth. The truth is that when you change your mind, you change your life. So let me, Ryan Stewman, the hardcore closer, get your mind right. Here's the thing. Nobody pays to watch a train wreck. Now, hear what I'm about to say. This is important. You see, everybody will watch a train wreck, right? They'll say, yeah, you know, the fucking train's going to wreck. Hell yeah, that's crazy. That shit doesn't happen very often. I'll go watch it. But nobody's going to buy a ticket to the train wreck. And so you have to ask yourself, is what you're doing online and in your life a fucking train wreck? Because here's what I see. I see people that are train wrecks every day that are broke because nobody buys a ticket to the train wreck. You see, if you're hating on people, if you're talking shit about people, what happens is people look at you talking shit and hating on people and they think, well, I would never pay that person. I would never do business with that person because if they are turning and hating on other people, they'll for sure turn and hate on me. You see, I know people who have viral videos that are complaining about politics or complaining about this, that, and the other that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers that are broke as fuck. Sure, they pretend like they got money online because that's all part of their ruse, but I know personally that they're broke as fuck. I know a guy that was actually one of our clients who made about $6,000 a month. And now, by the way, $6,000 a month isn't necessarily broke, but it's definitely not rich, right? That's roughly $72,000 a year. So nobody's driving Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and living in a mansion at $72,000 a year. Let's just be clear here. Yes, it might be above the poverty line, but it's by no stretch of the imagination rich. And now, if you make $72,000 a year, I'm not hating on you. I'm just telling you this person makes $72,000 a year, and they've got roughly 650,000 followers, and all they do is rant all the time. They rant about Hillary Clinton. They rant about Donald Trump. They rant about politics. They rant about people who do shit to them in traffic. All they do is rant all the time. And they act like they're making all this money. But like I said, $72,000 a year doesn't even cover the taxes on the real estate that I own. You know why? Because everybody will watch their train wreck where they're ranting on this, that, and the other, but nobody's going to want to buy and associate themselves with them. And the few that do are going to eventually turn on them as well. I know from personal experience because I used to be a train wreck. I used to have negative shit, and every now and then we all got a vent. I'm talking about consistencies here. If all you ever do is bitch about things and your life is a fucking train wreck and people can see that you're a train wreck on Facebook, people can see you're a train wreck on Instagram, they're not going to associate themselves with you. And the people that do associate themselves with you are the other side of the train wreck just waiting to crash anyway. So if you're always ranting, if you're always hating, if you're always being negative, you're a train wreck. And nobody buys a ticket to the train wreck. Nobody. Here's the thing. I never met a small thinker with a big pocketbook, but I've met a lot of big thinkers with a big pocketbook. You see, if you're so small-minded that you're going to hate on somebody, if you're so small-minded that all you do is constantly rant and bring negativity into the marketplace, the whales won't show up. You can't catch a whale with minnow bait. And minnows might show up to watch you rant. Minnows might cheer you on and go, yeah, that's good. Fuck that person. But the truth is, they're just waiting for you to slip up so that they can say, fuck you too. I know, because I've been there. We're talking from personal experience here. I'm not judging. I'm trying to wake you up. So you have to ask yourself today, are you a train wreck? And you have to remember, nobody buys a ticket to watch a train wreck. Everybody will watch it. And a lot of people will cheer the trains on as they wreck into each other. But I've never seen a commercial for live this Saturday at AT&T Stadium, the train wreck. I've never seen that shit. And it ain't ever going to happen. So you have to ask yourself, is your life a train wreck? Are you being a train wreck online? Because nobody's going to buy a ticket to you. Here's the good news. People forget about shit almost immediately. So within a couple of weeks of turning your life around, you can start attracting those whales and get rid of those minnows. You see, in my life, when I got sober, when I stopped smoking marijuana every single day, within 2 weeks, people forgot that I even used to smoke weed. Now, sure, there have been some people around forever, but new people started showing up. Lawyers and doctors and millionaires started showing up, and they started following me, and they started getting insightful, and they started listening to this podcast, and they forgot that I used to be this stoner guy. My buddy Frank Kern, same thing. His whole branding was this surfer stoner guy. One day, Frank Kern puts on a suit, calls himself the president of the internet, and within 3 months, everybody forgets that Frank Kern was ever this surfer Stoner guy. You know why? Because he got tired of being a train wreck. You know why I did it? Because I got tired of being a train wreck. Because nobody important anyway is going to buy a ticket to the train wreck. They'll watch that shit for free on YouTube. Make sure you check out other episodes of Get Your Mind Right podcast here. Make sure you listen to me first thing every single morning. And if you're tired of being a train wreck, you want to align yourself with big thinkers that are badass, join our mastermind for an entire year over at BFA. That's Break Free Academy, BFAentourage.com. Catch you on the next episode.